Alright, ladies and gents, well, back to the channel, Ollie King Vlogs, of course, and in today's video is a transfer talk on my beloved club in the back there, Leeds United. So, without further ado, we're going to get into the video, starting with transfer number 1 of 5, which is the record fee that the club have paid for Valencia star Rodrigo Moreno. He is a fully fledged Spanish international, and obviously we have paid a club record fee, being £27 million or somewhere in the region of that. That has broke a record that has stood since 2000 when we paid 18 million Great British pounds for West Ham star Rio Ferdinand back in 20 years ago, basically in 2000. So people doubting Rodrigo's pedigree. Well, Pete, I don't think anyone can have a leg to stand on, because last season, like I say, Valencia had a torrid season in La Liga, finishing 9th, so not even qualifying for the Europa League. And obviously last season they did have the Champions League group stages that they had qualified for the previous season. But Rodrigo's greatest goal return in 6 years in Spain's top flight with Valencia was in the 16-17 campaign, the 17-18 campaign, which was a whole 3 seasons ago, where he netted 16 times for Valencia. Like I say, he's a fully fledged Spanish international, and he has plied his trade in Spain's top flight for the last 6 seasons. So he's kept at the high level, like I keep banging on about. And he's 29, so I just still don't think age is an issue. As you can see, Pablo Hernandez, he's 35. Yeah, you can maybe say he's on his last legs. We thought that last season he's played through the season, and I do feel like he's still got the magic, if you like. But he does have experience in England, making 17 appearances whilst on loan with Bolton Wanderers in the 10-11 campaign. So yeah, you can complain, you can argue that was 10 seasons ago, practically, but he still has experience. He's played in England. He may not be a duck to water. Please hope so, obviously, as we do begin the campaign at Liverpool. But yeah, I can't argue with the signing. I think it's just a statement of intent. I think it's great from the club. They obviously show that, in Angus Kinnear's words, rather, we're not dicking about. We're here to go toe to toe really with the big boys. So take that as you will. But Valencia have had to have a mass exodus of players, sort of to a certain extent, with Danny Parejo and Francis Coquelin, formerly of Arsenal, already departing the club for Villarreal, who were obviously rivals to Valencia. Villarreal, the only difference though, finished 4 places higher in 5th and qualified for Champions League football, so obviously that is a draw. And with Valencia's current financial woes, it was sort of a no-brainer. So that's already 3 sort of starting 11 key players that they've already had to offload. So it's sort of bleak times, you could say, for Valencia. But Rodrigo's enjoyed his time there, and he was just sort of time for a new challenge. So that is transfer number 1, Rodrigo Moreno. So transfer number 2 is German international Robin Koch. So he turned 24 in July, and he's part of the German national team Renaissance of sorts, which in the defence, which has replaced the likes of Matt Hummels and Jerome Boateng. Leeds have signed him for, I think, an initial 11.5 rise into 13 million Great British pounds, and he's been joined in the squad with Bayern Munich defender Nicholas Sewell, Nicholas Stark of Hertha Berlin, Antonio Rudiger of Chelsea, Jonathan Tah of Bayer Leverkusen, and Matthias Ginter and Thilo Kehrer of beaten Champions League finalists PSG and Borussia Mönchengladbach. So that is the German setup. Obviously, they did play Rodrigo's Spain tonight in Nations League. I think that was a 1-1 draw. But Koch has been involved in a overachieving, if you like, Freiburg side, who finished 8th in Bundesliga last season. So it's really not where you expect with the spending of the club. But like, after their sort of crazy season, you can't see Freiburg hitting the heights, as they now have lost Robin Koch, who was a rock at the back for them, and Luca Waldschmidt, who was also being called up to the German side alongside Robin Koch. Lost him to Benfica. I think he played striker and he was possibly the top scorer, I believe. So Robin Koch, possibly his transfer to Leeds was sort of swayed by the fact that he did play with Polish centre midfielder Klich scoring goals, Matthias Klich, while at Kaiserslautern. And like I said, the fee is believed to be approximately 11.5 million, rising to 12.5, 13 million, somewhere in the region of that. So, like I say, right, the rating Koch signing, we needed a replacement, and we've signed Robin Koch and Rodrigo Moreno for half the price that, well, not half the price, but the full price, or even in excess of what Brighton were requesting for Ben White. So, like I say, I believe the Robin Koch transfer was a no-brainer. 13 million, a Spanish international in Rodrigo, and Robin Koch, a German international. Yes, he may not be sort of got his teeth into the Germany squad yet, but he is around the stars of the Kai Havertz, the Leroy Sanés, the Serge Gnabry's, the Timo Werners. So he is there, and he's there for a reason. So it's a no-brainer, and I'm really happy with that signing. So signing number 3 is Joško Gvardiol. There, I think I nailed the pronunciation. He's an 18-year-old Croat who is an academy product of GNK DINAMO Zagreb, who have sort of been dubbed one of the biggest academies for bringing through the best crop in the whole of Europe. He featured as a second half substitute. This will be included in the video. He featured as a second half substitute in Dinamo Zagreb's second round Champions League qualifier against Romanian outfit Cluj, where they did win 6-5 on penalties, with Gvardiol scoring the 6th penalty, and I will show that now.
Sada je na redu Gvardiol. I Gvardiol isto bio jako precizan uz samu vratnicu poslao je loptu Gvardiol i Dinamo opet vodi 6-5.
So it was a stunning penalty, really. That was the penultimate winning penalty, and obviously slotted it home coolly. So I believe the agreed fee, which sort of the clubs are going back and forth on for Gvardiol, is about 20 million euros. And to be honest, watching his performances, I do he's 18, but definitely one for the future, going straight into the first team, and basically Marcelo Bielsa, with the backing and the funds of the club, I'm sure we'll go out and get the man of his choice, and I can't see why he cannot become a great in the Leeds United squad under the El Loco Marcelo Bielsa. So I would really be excited if we did sign Joško Gvardiol, obviously as another backup to the defence or a rotation player in the defence. 18-year-old, up and coming, and I could definitely see him dominating world football under the guidance, under the wing, if you like, of the Argentinian. The better than Diego Simeone, better than Maurizio. He taught Pep, for God's sake, Pep Guardiola looks up to our man Bielsa. So signing now number 4 is Rodrigo De Paul. He is 26 years young, Argentinian baller. I believe he's also in the Argentinian setup, the senior setup. And you could see him as a Pablo Hernandez replacement. At the start of the window, we were linked with newly relegated Norwich City's Emiliano Buendia, who they were sort of requesting about £35 million for. I do believe Rodrigo De Paul, who is Udinese's talisman in Serie A, would sort of request the same type of money for, but I just feel like he's probably a better player. I don't actually think Buendia is in the Argentinian squad. De Paul is. And like massive clubs in Europe have looked at De Paul in the past. So I believe it is just a matter of time looking at reports. And also promising news for you Leeds fans out there. Besiktas have been approached by Udinese to sign a player that would possibly see the departure of De Paul, same position by the reports. So for De Paul, I can't see anything wrong. That's a cracking signing in my eyes. It would just show the extra statement of intent. Rodrigo Moreno, Robin Koch, Rodrigo De Paul, two Rodrigos, De Paul, Moreno, Rodrigo, whatever you want to call him. But I do feel Rodrigo De Paul would be a sensational signing. That's enough of me waffling on. I can't wax lyrical enough about the lad. You see clips and he is an absolute baller. That is an understatement. That is beneath him, the word baller. He's God. He is God. And he would definitely be a Pablo replacement in my eyes, and he would definitely be a 9 out of 10, easy 10 out of 10 signing in the window, possibly the best bit of business we will have done. And 26 as well, so it's no age. He's approaching. He's in his prime, so that would be a great signing. So moving on to transfer number 5 and the penultimate one, it is Leon Bailey, 23 years young. He represents Jamaica internationally, and he's said to require a cost of around 30 to 35 million euros. Which I wouldn't say is ridiculous, as it was reported last summer that Chelsea were priced out by Leverkusen, who wanted to keep their man. Peter Bosch, the Leverkusen manager, has said Kevin Volland and Kai Havertz are never going to train for return to pre-season and train for the club again. Obviously seeking summer moves away from Leverkusen. But could Leon Bailey be next? Only time will tell. I do feel maybe if we get Rodrigo De Paul, maybe priced out the water. It is a dead in the water move in my eyes, probably. I would love to see him sign for Leeds, but I sort of think I'm not sure if we'd have the funds to compete, and I do think he'd possibly sign for a more established club, should we say, in the top flight. I'm not saying Leeds aren't a massive club, because I know we are a massive club. Leeds everywhere, Scandinavian whites, for example. Tons of fans in Australia, so it just shows the size of our club. But Leon Bailey, maybe not the sort of player that we're going to be able to attract with the minimal funds, you could say, if we sign Rodrigo De Paul as well. So that's sort of wrapping up all our transfer business, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. I'm just going to say off the cusp here, so for the up and coming for the under-23s, the Whites have also signed Joe Gelhardt, Cody Drameh from Fulham, and Sam Greenwood from Arsenal. So that, like I said, that's going to wrap it up, guys. If you don't mind, please leave a like on the video and subscribe, as it means a lot, and I will see you in the next upload. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next upload. So